Department of Geography, Dr. Nur Hussain Chanio, for inviting me to the conference, national conference. Fortunately, this is my second visit within 1 year. I was here for a one-day conference on CPEC in somewhere in March. ये कल से ही एड्रेस को सही करूँ, कल से ही सही टेबल है. Okay, so the topic of my presentation is the irrigation agriculture distribution and groundwater quality and quantity assessment by using GIS and a semi-arid region, that is Karak Valley and district Karak Khyber Pakhtunkhwa. Please, इधर खड़े हो जाइए. Freshwater resources in the world are less than 1%. Per capita availability of water is decreasing day by day due to increase in population. So the demands for water among agriculture, industrial, drinking, commercial uses are increasing day by day. Now there are many sources: surface water, while groundwater is one of the important sources that is being mainly used for the water supply for domestic as well as for irrigation purpose, specifically in the rural areas. It is also used extensively for irrigation in the arid and semi-arid region of the world, and its availability of quality and quality is deteriorating day by day due to its demand and exploitation. Next. So groundwater quality degradation is one of the highest environmental problems in Pakistan, and this problem also prevails in the region where we have extensive surface water irrigation of the Indus Plain as well. The most common cause is the extensive amount of salts and elements such as sodium, calcium, magnesium, potassium, carbonate, bicarbonate, etc. So the degraded quality of groundwater is also affecting the crop yield and build the salinity in the soil due to saline water irrigation. So groundwater is extensively used for irrigation and drinking in southern districts of Khyber Pakhtunkhwa. Sustainability of agriculture production is under threat due to irrigation with groundwater of poor quality and some areas of the district Karak. So a study was conducted to assess the groundwater quality and quantity for irrigation, where state-of-the-art analytical tool GIS modeling is very effectively used, and this is a very good planning tool and assessment and analyzing tool. So integrating spatial and temporal data is very effectively done in this tool, specifically those areas where they are inaccessible. So it becomes a very very handy tool in assessing, monitoring and conserving the groundwater resources. So Karak Valley location, it is located in the southern. It is one of the southern district of Khyber Pakhtunkhwa. This is the location: 33 degree 4 minutes to 33 degree 12 minutes. Extended is the latitudinal extension, while the longitudinal extension is 71 degree to 72 degree 20 minutes. The eastern longitudinal extension. So administratively, this study area is the part of a tehsil, one of the tehsil of district Karak, that is also known as Karak tehsil. Main village here is Sabirabad. Next please. Topographically, Karak Valley consists of an east-west elongated alluvial plain surrounded by mountains. The valley is bounded by mountains of the Karak Salt Range and the northwest and by the Shingar Mountains in the south. So the valley opens towards the west, with where it joins the Kuram plain, that is known as Dumail plain, Kuram River plain, that is Bangu Basin. It is drained by a stream known as Tarkha Algar. It means Kadwa जो है Kadwa stream कहते हैं. Seasonal stream है. It is Tarkha Algar is known as in Pashto. The general elevation of the Karak Valley, this Karak Valley is 600 to 1000 meter above the sea level. So the climate of Karak Valley is semi-arid with the summer and with the mild hot summer and mild winters. The annual precipitation, annual temperature ranges from 40 degrees centigrade somewhere. Next. And rainfall is less than 15 inches. So you see this is, here is the Karak district, and in Karak district this is the valley, and this is actually here is the Banu basin. You see this is the salt range, this whole north and the western side is surrounded by the salt range, and this is the Domel plain, and here is the Shilha range. Next. Material methods, sample locations of wells, tube wells through global positioning system. A survey was carried out to find out their locations. So measurements of water table depth with the help of water level indicator, so that we can find out the ground water table and elevation. So groundwater samples were collected in a little capacity plastic bags, bottles for the groundwater quality assessment. The chemical analysis of these were performed in water quality laboratory in the Department of Water Management, University of Agriculture, University of Peshawar. And the sample size was for 72. Next please. You see here, this is the distribution of the wells and dug wells. Almost the whole Karak Valley was covered. Next. So the chemical analysis was carried out for the EC, electric conductivity, sodium, calcium, magnesium, and also sodium adsorption ratio using this method, and pH and ECTDS. These were the used for the water quality index. Next, and the results were compared with these permissible limits of the groundwater EC and SAR for irrigation water in these two tables. Next, this is another table. Where the results were compared. Next. Okay, so the spatial analysis specifically were carried out through the geostatistical approach, geostatistical interpolation. So the groundwater sample locations were first displayed as a point there, and then the exploratory analysis, where the data normalization was very much important. So because the data was mostly not normal. For that purpose, the histogram normalization was carried out. You can see over here. Next slide. And you see here, this is another measure of the data normalization, and we can see that this data is very much deviated over here. So there need to be normalized with the given plot. So you can see here, after normalization, the data comes closer to this line, this straight line. Next. And there was another analysis which is known as trend analysis in geostatistics. So it shows us that you see here is the west is shown, and the other side is east is shown, and this side is south, and the other side is north. So this line show us the north-south line, while this line show us the east-west line. And these are the two lines, which shows us the trend in the data. Next. This is a semi-variogram, and we can see that the variation in the data comes after almost 5.5 kilometer. यानी पानी अंडरग्राउंड पानी में जो चेंजेस आ रहे हैं तो तकरीबन 5.5 यानी आधे किलोमीटर के बाद से है। तो उसमें चेंजेस शुरू हो जाती हैं. ओके नेक्स्ट. ये कलर सही नहीं दे रहा, ये तार कलर सही नहीं दे रहा. ओके, ये फिर भी सही है, ये बात था. ओके, so this is groundwater table, and you see here this area, the northern side of the valley has having less deep water table, and this area has very deep water table. Actually, the gradient, the relief gradient is also from south towards the north, and as well as from this side from the east towards the west. That's why the groundwater table depth is increasing from south, from north west towards the east, from towards the south. Next. Pura kar. Yes. One. Okay. So this is the, you see here the drainage. This area is drained towards, here is a dam known as Zebi Dam. This area is drained toward that, and this is another drainage watershed which is draining towards the domain plain. And the water table elevation, groundwater table elevation is divided almost at the water divide of the watershed. It is coincided almost with this. So you see here, if you look into this profile, it is coincided with the elevation. Groundwater elevation is coincided with the surface elevation. The surface elevation is also gradient towards this, and the groundwater is also elevated like this. Similarly here, the ground level is drained towards this side, and similarly the groundwater table is also elevated like this. Next please. These are the different EC. अभी ये कलर सही नहीं आ रहे हैं, ये low है, and it is the higher. So this area mostly have the higher values, while this area mostly have the lower values of all the parameters of water quality. Next करते जाएं please. इसमें pH का भी यही है, and sodium is also the same. Next please. The same is the situation. This area will get higher values, while this area will get lower values. Next please. Sodium adsorption ratio is actually the groundwater with higher sodium adsorption ratio may cause problems if continuously used for irrigation for a longer time. So this area has the less sodium adsorption ratio, while this area has the higher. Next please. While this is the groundwater quality, you see here this area has the excellent groundwater quality, while this area has the good quality. This area has the poor quality, and this is a very bad quality groundwater area, because here is the salt mines and salt ranges where we expect the salt from this salt mine range. Next. You see here the irrigation, the distribution of tube wells used for irrigation is in this area. So this whole area where the irrigation is practiced nowadays, it is almost having the good quality and excellent quality water, groundwater quality. Here is the Tanda Dam, and the area over here has also some recharge, very good recharge of the groundwater, while the other area has not much sources for the groundwater recharge. That's why if we expect this whole region for the groundwater irrigation, so it may not be recommended for a longer time and for very excessive use of it. Next. Findings in the area such south of Karak, the ground